Blackburn.
Thank you so much, Madam Chairman, and thank you for continuing to work on this. When you talk about tourism, of course, Memphis, Nashville, East Tennessee with the Great Smoky Mountains, which is the most visited park in our federal park system. We have been really hit by this. And as I talk to leaders in the industry, whether it is the tour industry, whether it is the motor coach industry, whether it is at some of the small businesses in Gatlinburg or the support crew for concerts. And what I'm hearing is labor shortage. And what I am hearing is the increase in federal unemployment benefits is having a significant adverse impact on our labor pool. And it's why our governor in Tennessee is ending the end of next month, ending the plus up in unemployment. So, Mr. Lufer, am I saying your name right first?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit. I know Miami, Orlando, they're very similar in that tourists make up for the way Nashville and the Smoky Mountains area is. Talk to me about how, as the live event industry tries to recover, how are these cities that are event centric, like Orlando, like Nashville, going to be able to handle these labor pressures? And I appreciate that you mentioned the summer worker program that Department of State has had. That has impacted us also. So give me just a minute on that issue.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much for the question. Yeah, the event industry and meetings and conventions is probably one of the 2 weak links for our recovery in Florida is the meetings and convention business. And the second would be international travel. And the fact that Florida was only down 14% in the first quarter over last year indicates that we've really had a strong domestic recovery already. But the labor shortage is a real problem. The federal program in Florida has also been eliminated at the end of next month. That will help. But the labor shortage is something that predates the pandemic. And there is, I think one of the messages is there's great career opportunities, and we need to do a better job working with colleges and universities and high schools in careers, career tracks in the hospitality and tourism industry. It's a great industry. It's an entrepreneurial industry. It's an industry where you gain great responsibility, and it's an area where we need to do a better job bringing more people in to want to be a part of our industry.
Well, in last week's hearing, I mentioned that CDC, DHS, DOT need to come together on guidance to open up international travel. I know Mr. Daly would like to see that happen. And I appreciated in your comments, you said that guidance from CDC, DOT, and OSHA can be viewed as conflicting. I talk a little bit about why it is imperative that these federal agencies get on the same page so we can get this travel opened up. You know, we have CMA week that usually takes place that first week of June there in Nashville, and it is a big international destination.
Thank you, Senator. Yeah, the specific conflicts I was speaking to were protocols dealing with the virus. And the CDC comes out periodically and updates this chart, and it's really what the news media uses to communicate where we are and what's safe, what's not safe, and levels of safety. And the inconsistency between the messaging for the CDC and what the Department of Transportation says, and finally how OSHA apparently is chasing what the CDC is doing, trying to keep up but unable to. And on their website, basically, they just punt and say, don't look here, look there. But these federal agencies, they need to be in one accord. And if we're going to communicate how to stay safe, let's all be on the same page.
I could not agree more. Mr. Newsom, appreciated your testimony about small businesses that contract to the hotels, because in Nashville, we have a lot of people that provide swag for concerts. And some of them will tell you the concert business is 50–60% of their business for the year. So when that shut down, they lost most of their revenues. Is that what you're seeing in Nevada?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Senator, for that question. You know, one of the things that happens is we forget about the hairstylists. We forget about the people who are the wardrobe specialists. We forget about some of the small businesses that provide microphones and different things like that. Everybody is impacted from top to bottom when the industry shuts down and when entertainment goes away. And I'm happy to say that this week we were talking about live entertainment coming back to Las Vegas, because now that just creates so many opportunities and so many jobs. So yes, it absolutely did impact a lot of jobs and a lot of small businesses.
Yeah, I think that those guys that are the Griffs and the Gappers and the stylists, and they're hauling that equipment, they're that entire ecosystem of the live event industry. They do the t-shirts, they do the hats, they man the booths. And I'm with you. Let's get this money back to those small businesses and let's help them get back on their feet. We appreciate it. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Well, thank you, Senator Blackburn. And